Hello children, myself Veena Astilgul. Welcome to the session children. Class 2nd, subject EVS. Topic means of transport. This is the unit 1 of 2nd semester children. So this is means of transport. So what is means of transport and what are the means of transport, kinds of transport, land transport, water transport, air transport, advantages of transport and advantages of means of transport. Vehicles make the air impure. So these are all the topics which we are going to discuss today. So let us begin with the means of transport children. So first we will be starting with the reading children. I want everyone to open your sunshine book. Semester 2, class 2, semester 2, page number 170. Page number 170 children. Page number 170. So let us start with the reading with explanation children. So the first is unit number 1, means of transport. People use different means of travel from one place to another. Means of travel are used for various purposes. They are used to carry goods. For example, industries use vehicle to reach their products to different shops in cities and towns. Bicycles, scooters, cars, buses, aeroplanes, ships are a few examples of means of transport. So now we know children we have different kinds of means of transport. So what is means of transport? Traveling from one place to another. Example, I am here now. So if I want to go home, either I have to use a vehicle. Example, car, bicycle, scooter or school bus or government bus. So I have to get a vehicle to travel from here to there. Okay, so the distance, whatever we are traveling from one place to another by means through vehicle. We are traveling on a vehicle. So that is called means of transport or travel, means of travel. So we have different kinds of means of travel. And means of travel are also used in the various purposes. Example, we use the vehicles for carrying goods. Example, you can see in the market, the people are bringing the food grains, vegetables and all the products. Example, washing machine, fridge, they will be taking in the vehicle and they will be transporting to your home if you are buying a fridge or a washing machine or a table or TV, whatever it is. If it is coming to your home without you, then it is traveling through the transport. You can't carry the fridge and come in your hand, no children. So you need a vehicle to carry that, and that is called transport, means of travel. So that is called means of travel. So we use different vehicles for different products. Now let us see, we have learned now what is means of transport and why we use the means of transport. Now let us start the examples. As you know children, we have, I hope everyone are travelled in the bicycle, everyone have it I hope. And next is scooter. So your mom or dad will be there, will be having a scooter and those people will be dropping you from here to there, the school to home or school to market or school to somewhere, wherever you are traveling, or home to any kind of a temple or any resort. Wherever you want to roam, you can roam in the two-wheeler children. And next is cars. So if you are traveling in a long journey or if you have your own car in your home, so you will be traveling in the car. But you have buses also, but that is called school bus or government bus. Usually people never buy a bus. So we will be always traveling in the bus or in the school bus or government bus or private bus. So we will be traveling in the buses children. Next is aeroplane. So if you are traveling from a far place to reach it very soon. Example, if I travel in a bus from Kalburgi to Bangalore, so it will take around 10 to 12 hours to travel from here to there. But if I travel in an aeroplane, hardly it may take 1 hour or 1.5 hours and I will be there in the Bangalore. So this is the difference between the traveling vehicles. Okay, so that is one, that is aeroplane. Now next is ship. Even in the ship also we will be traveling. Like if you want to travel as same in the aeroplane and ships, we will be traveling in the water in the ships, and we'll be traveling in the air when we use an aeroplane, and we'll be traveling with all the scooter, car, bicycles, buses on the road. So we'll be traveling through road, through water and through air. So as you can see in the picture, children, we have the picture of bus, auto, tanga, cycle and car. So these are the vehicles, as I think everyone has been visited in this one or the other way, or you have been traveled many times. Now next we will go to there are three kinds of transports. So how many transports are there, children? There are three kinds of transports: land transport, water transport and air transport. Let us learn more about these transports in detail. So now let us go with the detail, children. So now we have finished the topic means of transport, and now we are studying kinds of transport. So now we are studying kinds of transport. The first one is land transport. So let us start with the land transport, children. The vehicles moving on land are called land transport. Cars, buses, scooters, bicycles and tangas are few examples of land transport. So now we know, children, what is land transport? The vehicles which move on road or travel on road are called means of land transport. So land transport means the vehicle moving on land. The vehicles moving on land are called land transport. The vehicles moving on land are called land transport. Example: buses, cars, right? Scooters. So these are the example of means of land transport. Land transport means the vehicle traveling on road or moving on road is called means of land transport. An example for that are buses, cars and scooters. Now let us see what else we can see. Land transport can be divided into two main types: roadways and railways. So we have again a type of transport, that is, in land transport we have again two types. In land transport we have again two types. One is roadways and the second one is railways. Roadways and railways are again in land transport we have two types: roadways and railways. So what is roadways, children? The vehicles which travel on road are called roadways, and the vehicles that travels in rail. So what is railways? Let us study, children. Roadways. Roadways are the network that connect different towns, states and cities. There are national highways, expressways, flyovers and Kacha road on which vehicles travel. So we have roadways. In roadways, what all things we may find? Roadways are the network that connect different towns, states and cities. Example, when you are traveling from here to Bangalore or any other city, Chennai, Madras, Hyderabad, wherever you go, it will connect you through town, cities and all the above. Example, see, roadway means we can go to the other city or town or state. Example, we are traveling from here to Maharashtra state. So it is the state. It will connect us to the state. And if you are traveling through the city, example from Gulbarga to Ballari or somewhere else. So it is connecting to the cities or towns. So that is called roadways. Now we are going to see there are highways, expressways, flyovers and kacha roads on which vehicles travel. So in roadways also we have the roads, means there are national highways. You know NH road. NH means national highway, and express ways also will be there, flyovers also will be there, and kacha road. Kacha road means it will be not like a damper road and all will be there. No, that facility won't be there. The road will be muddy and smoky, the dust will be more. That road is called as kacha road. And if there is a NH road, means it will be very smoothly going. When you travel in the vehicle in the NH road, you will never feel like you are traveling. Your movement will be not there at all if you are traveling in a NH road. And expressway means it will be like very fast, you have to move. Flyovers means, as you can see children, we have a flyovers to travel. So that is called flyover. So next, kacha road, on all these vehicles will be traveling. So those are called roadways. There are NH road, national highway road, expressways, flyovers and kacha road. These all roads come in the roadways. Okay. The vehicles that connect from town, cities and states are called roadways. Now next what we have to see, what is national highway? National highway are wide open roads that connect two states. So what is national highway children? NH means national highway. So national highway means the wide open road. When you go in the cities or when you go out of the town near the NH road, the road will be very big. At a time, 4 to 5 vehicles can travel in the NH road. Example, the road will be in this way. So here also again one option will be there. So here also road, a car can travel, and here also a car can travel. This is for coming purpose. This is for going purpose. Got it children? So here any of the vehicles, number of vehicles can go from here and number of vehicles can come from here. So this is called NH road. So the road will be very wide, very big, very wide. You can travel with 3 to 4 vehicles in that at a time with the like near to that. This is one vehicle, this is one vehicle and this is one vehicle. In the same way they can travel. Okay. So that is called national highway. Next is expressway are open roads that are built within the cities and maintain the easy flow of traffic. So now expressways are open roads that built within the cities and maintain the easy flow of traffic. Example, expressway means like you are traveling in the city itself. When you are traveling in the city, the road will be open and are built within the cities. So these roads will be, the expressways roads will be like under the city, not out of the city. Out of the cities will be national highways, NH roads. But inside the city we will be getting expressways that are built within the cities and maintain the easy flow of traffic. So expressways are built in the cities to travel, means they should not feel difficulty to travel in the city. So for that we have expressways. So to travel from out of the city, like to connect with the town, states and villages, we have NH roads like national highways. So inside the city we have expressways because it will make us to travel in the city easily and to maintain the traffic. Next is flyovers. What is flyover children? Flyovers are built to ease the heavy traffic. It looks like a bridge made over the road. Flyovers means when you go to the metro cities, you can find the flyovers more. In Gulbarga also we have one flyover children, and you can see more flyovers in Bangalore, Hyderabad and Bangalore, Hyderabad, Goa. In all these places you will find more highways. Highways means what you know? It looks like a bridge. Means it will be like this. It will be like a bridge. but down also the buses will be traveling and up also the buses will be traveling. So that is called, this is called flyovers. So the buses will be traveling from here to here, and here also the people will be traveling. So this is called flyovers. You can find more flyovers in the city sides, our metro cities. Next is, Pakka roads are made of stones and coal tar. So Pakka roads are made of stones and coal tar. Coal tar, you know children, damper, that is called coal tar. And stones, they will be preparing a new road. If you watch in the cities, when they will be building a road, there you can find the stones and coal tar, they will be mixing and they will be making a new road to travel. So that is called Pakka road. Next is Kacha roads. Kacha roads are made of mud. So Kacha road is made of mud. Kacha road most probably you will be finding in the village side. So village side there won't be the facilities to make a coal tar roads and all. So they will be making a Kacha road. Kacha road means the mud will be there. So that is called Kacha road. They get easily washed away during heavy rains. So these Kacha roads will be there. No? If the rain comes, the roads will be washed away during the rainy. Means heavy rain if it comes means there will be puddle everywhere. So you can't travel easily in the Kacha road. But in Pakka road you can travel aram se if the rain is coming also. But in Kacha road you can't travel easily. It will be very difficult to travel in the vehicle if the road is Kacha. Next we'll go railways. So now we are going to study about railways, children. What is railway? Railways are the cheapest and fastest means of transport. They carry passengers and goods from one place to another over long distance. As you all know children, the fastest moving. Example, if a bus is traveling, it will take a time. But the fastest and cheapest, the cheapest traveling is railways. They will be very cheap compared to any of the transport in the world. Example, you can travel through bus, it will take some kind of a money, but for train it is very cheap. You can travel very cheaply with the railways. And it will also help us to carry the goods from one place to another. I think everyone has heard about when you go to railway station, there will be a malgadi traveling over here and there. In that malgadi, you will find only the goods vehicle they'll say, goods train they'll say, where you will be finding only goods. They'll be keeping the goods in the train and they'll be making that to travel. So that is called goods train or malgadi, and this is used for to transport from one place to another all the goods. Okay. Next, now we had finished the land transport. Now let us go with the water transport, children. Now let us go with the water transport. So what is water transport, children? Let us read. Water transport. Boats, rafts, ferries and ships move on water. They are means of water transport. Ships carry passengers and goods to different places through seas and oceans. Boats or ferries are used to cross rivers and lakes. Rafts are used to cross shallow water. They are logs of wood tied together to make them float on water. So, as we know the land transport, in land transport where we will be traveling, children? On the land. So, we will be moving on the land in a vehicle, that is called land transport. And water transport. Water transport means if we are traveling in the water, that means either it may be ship or boat or ferries or rafts. So these all things are there to travel in the water. So that is called water transport. The ship, ferries, rafts and all these are means of water transport. passengers, goods, different places through seas and oceans. So if there is no way to travel for you through, like it may be through water or through land or through air. So the first thing is we have learned about land transport. Now next is water transport, and we know if we travel through water, that is called, if you are moving on water, is called water transport. If we are traveling in a ship, boat or ferries, or all these are the means of water transport. So what we carry, what all the ships and all these water transport carries? Goods, passengers, and different seas and oceans they can travel, because there won't be a road in the water, so they will be traveling in the water. Used to cross water shallows, so water will be there, so we will be moving in the water. They are logs of wood tied together to make them float on water. So there will be lots of wood tied together to make them float on the water. So when you throw a stake in the water, automatically it will float, children. It won't go. It won't sink in the water. It will come out of the water. It will float on the water. So whenever they are building a ship, or they are creating a boat, or they are building a boat, they will be using the wood, children, to make a boat, ferries, or all those stuff. Now let us go with the page number 172, children. Cargo vessels are used to carry goods to another cities. They are loaded and unloaded at sea spots. Cargo means, children, it will be a very big ship. That's called cargo vessels. Cargo vessels are carried together to other goods to other countries. So cargo vessels are used to carry goods to other countries. They are loaded and unloaded at sea spots. So sea spots will be there where they will be loading and unloading. Means loaded and unloaded near the sea spots. So this is finished now, children. Now in the next session we will be learning about air transport, advantages of transport, and vehicles make the air impure. So we will be continuing in the next session, children.